Hello, welcome to a Big Blue Button tutorial on breakout rooms. So there's some tips that I'd like to show you. Firstly, it's really important to understand about this moderator concept. The moderator is going to be represented by a square, and the other people that join the rooms, the participants, will just be represented by circles unless they are promoted. So this is what a moderator looks like. There's also these other little symbols beside that will mean whether they're just listening or whether they have their hand up or whether they have their presentation rights, etc. And then the most important thing to note is that when you're the moderator or when a person has been promoted to the moderator, they have this little gear icon here which allows them to do a lot of different things. Participants, on the other hand, as represented by the circles, and this person here, person one's not listening at all. I've turned their microphone off, as in it's represented by this like empty hole. Participants have no gear here, so they're not the moderator and they can't do anything. They just have to follow on. That's a good option sometimes because they can't like turn everything off, etc., and leave the meeting, but they have no rights when they go into a breakout room. So it's really important to set up the moderator first. So as the moderator, if you open up this little gear icon, you can get all of these extra things. Okay, so you can create breakout rooms, which we can see here now, which is the purpose of this tutorial. But it's probably wise, before we put everyone into a breakout room, you might want to give them some rights, etc. So as the moderator, you can pick person one or person two, and you can promote them to moderator. And so if you go through and promote everyone to moderator, then when you go to breakout rooms, it allows them to do lots of extra things. So if the moderator just highlights a person in their toolbar here on the left, in their browser bar, they can make them a presenter, they can demote them to a viewer, or they can be removed if there's trouble or if there's someone else drops in. So the moderator has incredible powers. If you're just a person and it's represented by this symbol, it's got in brackets U beside it, all you can do is set your status, which is just to raise your hand or something simple like that. So you'll see in this case, I've promoted everyone that's in the room in the workshop to all to be the moderators. But we've got to remember that this does make everyone have all this power, and so there's still options. If you don't want to make them all moderators, they can still go into breakout rooms and they can still do things there, but it's not quite as effective for the participant. So you just have to warn them first. So I'm going to come back here now to my gear icon, and I'm going to click on this one here, create breakout rooms. Then I'll be taken to this room, this screen, and it's quite cool actually in Big Blue Button. It's better than some other programs in that you can drag and drop the people in. But there's some other problems with it. It doesn't remember the breakout room people like Zoom does, etc. So you can choose the number of rooms, you can drag and drop the people around here. You can probably take screenshots so you can remember. And the other trick is probably make the duration longer than what you think it needs to be, because you can always close the breakout rooms anyway. So then you click on create, and it depends on whether you've made the participants moderators or not. It depends on what they will see next. So if you've made everyone here a moderator, they will get this view now, and they can choose which room to join, which couldn't be great or not, but you have to rely on actually telling people the numbers of their rooms before you move them in. So in a large group, this would probably not be advisable. They will have full access to share and speak and present and everything in all the rooms because you've made them the moderator, and they can upload stuff, etc., into the presentation area. If you don't make them the moderator, they'll see this on their screen. They'll just get a message saying join the room, and when that won't even tell them what room they're going to. They don't have to know because it'll automatically, you'll have already put them in there. They'll just click join the room and they'll go to that room. The last thing that we should tell you to be careful with, and you need to explain to the participants before you start doing all this breakout room stuff, is just warn them that they have to turn on the mics and turn off the mics. When you leave a room, you've got to exit with your audio. Otherwise, your audio will be left in another room. I don't know why Big Blue Button's done this, but it's quite a funny process, and it takes time. So you have to join with your microphone. Once you click microphone, you'll do a test. You say yes, I accept the test. Then you'll move into the room and you'll get all of the options in the room. If you just come and listen, you'll just get that other symbol beside your moderator button. But this takes time and does frustrate some people, so just warn them that as you move in and out, you're going to have to exit and enter with your audio. So I hope that helps you with breakout rooms, and I wish you all the best with your teaching, and let's hope that it makes the learning nice and easy. Okay, all the best.